Hello everyone, welcome to another video of FFL 24/7. Today's video is going to be another technical analysis and another quick update about PayPal stock because we have seen a very exciting development happening in the PayPal stock and I am very excited to share that development with you. So let's get right into the video and see what we are talking about. So first, obviously we are taking at this horrible downfall that we saw at the PayPal chart, but what we have seen consistently happening started beginning from March 2022. We have been trading very nicely. Well, it is in a downward direction, but trading very nicely in this kind of a falling wedge, a huge pattern. So the reason that these two trend lines, these two falling downtrend lines are very critical is, if you guys notice, we have been respecting this trend very nicely all the way from the bottom all the way to the top, and we have seen this happen multiple times. So it happened in July 2022, August 16 we hit the peak of this trend, and then again around this area in December 2022, and then again we hit this around the February 2023. So PayPal has been respecting this channel very nicely. It is in the down direction, but at least it is something for us to go off. So recently what happened just before the earning was we broke down below this trend line, and this was actually reason to be a little bit afraid of, because this critical line that we are seeing is kind of a line in the sand. It is trending downwards, but it is still providing us some kind of support that we were relying on and basing our technical analysis on. So we did break down below, but the earnings came out obviously as they were expected. They were positive, and it was almost a double beat for PayPal, beating their EPS and their revenue. So obviously those earnings were able to push us back above this trend line that we were watching very closely, because this is the line in the sand that I have been talking about in my past videos as well. We have to defend this line at least, even in the downward direction, but we have to at least be holding it. So PayPal, as you guys can clearly see, we have bounced back above, and we consolidated very nicely around this $54 to $55 area range. So we seems to be forming some kind of a strong support in this area. So 55 and 54 is going forward is going to be very critical support for us, because in case they decide to put it back down, they are going to be retesting this level again. So we have to keep this in mind. So what I am seeing next is the volume is very nicely building up, and if you guys notice, we did form a very small, not big, but it is kind of a cup and handle pattern that we are starting to break out of. So if it does fully break out and execute, so this puts us right around this area, which is around $64 and $63 area. So we are going to see some break here, and this also coincides with this cup and handle breaking out. So that is going to be our next level that I'm expecting that PayPal is might be able to reach, $63 and $64 level. And also right above it we have this upward downtrend line that is going to provide us some resistance. So we are definitely going to see some break there. So to see some continued bullet action, we need to break above this upward downtrend line. So this will break us out of this long-term downward channel that we are just stuck into it, and we are being squeezed into it slowly towards the bottom. So this again, this upward trend line is also very critical for us. So this bottom line is the line in the sand. We have to 100% at least defend this and stay above this. So, and if we manage to stay above this, so maybe it's going to take a little bit longer, but eventually we will be able to break above this upward downtrend line, and then from there I think we can see some bullish price action continuing to PayPal. And after 63, the next level that we are going to be paying attention is going to be $76 level, from where we got a huge sell-off back in August 2023. So these are the two major levels, guys, that I wanted to share with you guys. One is this line in the sand. Obviously we have to 100% defend it, and the next is level that I am watching is this cup and handle. If it fully breaks out, it puts us right around this resistance that we saw around $63 and $64 area, and then again we have this upward downtrend line providing us some resistance. So we definitely need to break this with heavy volume coming in. So I am expecting quarter 4 for PayPal to be good, because this is obviously the holiday season. A lot of people are shopping, and obviously some of them will be using PayPal as well. And not just that, PayPal is also expanding their business in the merchant services, so that is also going to provide us some very strong earnings going maybe for quarter quarter 4 for 2023. So let's take a quick look at the financial. So these are the statistics of PayPal earnings. So these are the last 2 quarters that I want you guys to pay very close attention to. Do you guys see any difference from the last 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 quarters? What has happened in the last 2 quarters? So I hope you guys can see that this blue is the price to earning ratio for PayPal. So this has came down a whole lot in the last 2 quarters. So what this is telling us is the price that PayPal is at right now is quite a bargain price, because what they are earnings, how much the revenue they are generating, it is not matching up with this price action. And this price action, to people who know what price to earnings ratio is if one of the very critical factor in deciding if a stock is worth buying. I hope you guys can notice the clear difference from the last quarters and the last 2 quarters of 2023 Q2 and Q3. Their price to earnings ratio have gone down a lot, so making PayPal a very a profitable, possibly more profitable stock to invest in, because the risk to reward ratio is in the favor of rewards. So getting back to the chart, obviously we have to pay very close attention to SPY as well, what SPY has been doing. SPY is also at a psychological level, 450 level, that SPY also has to break above to continue this bullish price action in the whole stock market. But again, individual stocks like PayPal and others, they might be doing their own thing, but again, this is something to keep an eye on as well. And another thing to notice is, if you look at the bottom, this is the RSI, relative strength index. So obviously it is inching towards the overbought region. So I am expecting as we approach towards this overbought region area for RSI, we will see some kind of cool off happening in the PayPal. So ideally what I think I want to see forming is maybe a bullish flag pattern for PayPal. So that will give us a huge momentum to break above this upward downtrend line. So that is it about PayPal for today, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.